So I have a very this is like a very controversial question, and every Indian, and especially in US and even in India, they think for some reason Kamala Harris is utilizing her Indian genes for the benefit of getting votes, but she does not have any good affinity with Indians, or she may not work in the alignment with Mr. Modi or with India. How truthful is this? Like, what's the real story behind this controversy?
The real story is
Hmm.
she has very poorly, if at all, used her connection or her Indian genes for her
Mhm.
benefit. I can
She
tell you
has poorly connected. Okay.
very, she has not tried to do it at all. That is one of the biggest complaint I am hearing, that even though she is of Indian origin, at least half,
Mhm.
she has not tried to connect to the Indian Americans at all in this election. Before
But
she,
the previous one, last time when she became VP, she used it massively. She got all the votes at that time. People voted.
because it was more of a one-sided love story where
Correct.
Indian Americans felt, oh, she is of Indian origin, blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah, and we should support her. For example, when she was running for Senate from
Uh-huh.
California, she did come for collecting money from Indian Americans. Now you can say she is running from California. Why
Right.
does she want to come to Chicago and collect the
Right.
money?
Right.
Or US, as a US vice president, she came to Chicago, and I attended one of her
Yeah.
fundraisers.
Fundraiser.
But in presidential election, she has hardly tried to reach out to Indian Americans or Hindu Americans. I tell you, in
Wow. Is there
2005,
any reason for that, or
I don't
she
know
wanted to prove a point?
whether she took it for granted that all Indian Americans will support
Well,
her,
just support her
or
because of the color. Yeah.
interestingly, in Michigan, just a month before election, she reached out to Muslim Americans because she
Hmm.
thought that that will make a difference in the votes. But there is not one single state where she reached out to Indian Americans or Hindu
Right.
Americans. And
Right.
there are more Hindu American votes in USA than there are Muslim American votes. There are
Yeah.
more Hindu votes than there are Pakistani votes. And yet
Correct.
she made no effort. Now maybe she just took it for granted.